would like to do something so uncharacteristic.
Yes.
I would like to have Dr. Case do a somersault forward. A literal
Dr.
roll.
Case, as you somersault
Combat roll.
forward, you see a hook seems to have worked its way, slid in between your legs, and is curving up towards your face. And as you lurch forward, it punctures itself into your helmet and drags you back.
Is there anything that I can do to help Dr. Case right now? Like in particular, like donating a 6 or something?
I will say that your scream was enough to like sort of snap Dr. Chase out of it as they were like slipping into like a sort of a fugue. And Dr. Case, I will say you can regain 1 health. But you are still sevearly injured.
As wave after wave of profanity comes out of Freyd's mouth. Because she's not just screaming, she's swearing like a weird amount.
Haven't even heard those words.
Like, just
like weird ones. Like,
yeah.
I could see what was gonna come out of your mouth.
Yeah.
I was gonna say booger, and then I was like, that's not really a swear, is
I thought you were gonna say butts.
Hey, butt face!
I'd like to drop my little iPad.
Okay.
Oh God!
I think it's still projecting somewhere I cannot see anymore, and I'm now subject to the same line of sight as my coworkers who are used to this.
Okay. And you did not, you failed.
I did fail. Yeah.
So that means I get to choose which one you go down. And you also take damage. You are going to be taking 2 points of damage.
Oh no!
As things, rocks collapse in here, and you try running forward in a blind panic. You careen off of some of the rocks, and you find yourself falling into the corridor where the thing came from. That is then going to
Bestie, I'm so sorry, Bestie. That's all my health. I'm dead.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
dead.
but you're not actually dead. You are currently very severely injured.
Okay.
We will be making a death roll for you in a minute.
That is a 2 + 3, so 5.
Okay, you managed to keep your nerves in check, barely, as this person charges towards you. Now, you know Billy is big enough. Billy's a big old boy. Billy could probably handle this. There are enough goons generally that you can try and slip away. Is that what you would like to try and do?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will just have you make an agility check.
Okay.
And if this is going to be a 5 plus your 3 stress dice.
That's so
It's actually
stress.
agility mobility. So it'll be 6 plus your stress dice.
Agility Mobility is an incredible name for a band. I got a 6 and no 1s.
All right. You managed to slip away from the rest of the group. And because you did successfully roll a 6, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say you get a gun.
I have a fun question.
Yes.
Hypothetically, if there was a player who had to roll 3 stress dice, and hypothetically that player rolled 3 1s, what would happen to that hypothetical player in a scenario such as this?
You know what? Right now, I think we go roll 3 times on the panic roll. That's not in the rules, but that's what we're gonna do.
I want someone to check the odds of that. Like, what is that in like Yahtzee numbers?
Yes, any of you mathematicians in chat, please let us know. So that and no successes.
No,
Ooh.
not a 1.
Is there like a control panel anywhere?
I would go is there a control panel anywhere? No, but there appear to be like panels in front with like carvings in a writing that you do not understand.
Touch it.
As you touch it, the whole thing lights up, and you hear like a voice again in a language you do not understand, like and like weird, like nice little pleasant music. Like playing underneath it, as if it's like some sort of like informational, just like
Shoot first.
Did you say that was that's like actually happening, right?
That is a recording that you are hearing that is like playing out of this.
Okay, I got excited. Okay, never mind.
No.
So I got a 4, and Lorraine is sitting kind of towards the back at like a big long table. There's a bunch of tables in the back of this room that people use for like eating and like hanging out. And she has like an old pinup magazine that's like way too old to reasonably be something that you would take with you in space. But she's like reading it in this like really like she knows that people know like are watching her. And she's got her feet up on the table and she's very like casually flipping through as though she's not listening to like any of this. But then from like behind it, she keeps just going, "Boo, you suck. We hate you. Take off your suit." And then just like putting her face back in the magazine. That's what's going on back there.
Is it coming for me? Number 2.
Listen to Mama Jules. Stay close, stay tight, pay attention. And I'm sorry I screamed like a fool. I
don't know.
I don't know
Some
what
of those
came
swear
over me,
words
I'm sorry.
I don't know what those were. They might have. Are they from like a different planet that you said?
Yeah, I have like a dictionary. It like a couple of guys gave it to me for my birthday last year. It was like one of those joke, but they had, you know, not a lot of reading material, so I memorized it.
It's not the time.
I know, I'm sorry.
One of them was just a dolphin.
It's just like a weird series of Rain follows too. I go with. It's great. I'm
all
there
good.
too.
If there's something you'd like to say before you head in there, please. Absolutely.
No, I was just gonna say that I think Rain really likes Kippy because Kippy makes the kind of trouble that Rain wishes that she could make. And so in this instance, like as she hears the whistle, Rain's like just about to beat the shit out of one of these guys, and she's like, "You're lucky. You're lucky, but next time you're not going to be so lucky." And I'll like go follow one of like Kippy's like goons off and like try and like go to the office. Like, "You guys want some help?"
Who amongst the group would be like the most knowledgeable of where every entrance to the mine is?
That would probably be, I would imagine, either Rain or Kippy. Because I think the pair of you have spent the most time down here actually working.
Yeah, I think Rain kind of looks over at Kippy, excuse me, and says, "Hey, Kip, this doesn't look right."
I
Right?
know, you got a big old hole in the sunroof right there, and there's just duct tape leaking through there. You gotta fix
No,
that.
not the truck. Look at the
Either of you know
eyes.
if that's a... I don't think that's an authorized entrance to the mine, is it?
Were you going for a bigger gun or a smaller gun?
I think I was going for like a big small gun. Like I want it to be portable, but I
Okay.
also want it to be bigger than most people's.
Okay, I'm with you. What you get is a Rexim RXF M5 Ava pistol, which is, I believe, an armor-piercing pistol.
All right.
Yes, with a...
It's big enough to fit, you know, everybody. And it's like more of like a transport truck. So there's like little, like, you know, doors and stuff on the outside that have like space for different tools and different things that, you know, one might need out in the world. And it is rusty. There's a lot of like space duct tape. I assume it's just regular duct tape in space. But there's a lot of duct tape. There's a lot of like just sort of you can tell like handmade repairs made out of like sort of just whatever Rain had lying around. And there's like a little like pinup model like stenciled on the side. And the truck's name is Rosebud.
It was his truck! I'm gonna add to that the duct tape, space duct tape, is shinier. That's the only difference. Is that
it's the only difference, but you have to special order
real,
it.
reflective, and shiny. Deborah. Surely you understand. We don't talk about these things in front of the underlings.
Oh my God, say underlings one more time. I'm sorry, Deborah. You go. I'm sorry.
She just looks at you and says, underlings.
I will beat the shit out of you. I don't care. I've got nothing to lose.
I don't want to have to patch you up after that, so...
It's
Did
fine.
Kippy hear this, or did Kippy get pulled out?
No, Kippy's out of the room.
Aw,
As you can see,
Yeah.
Ken, spending time in the mines makes you a little hardened, so my apologies if I'm not couth enough for you, but...
it's all right. You never were.
Yeah.
So you're asking for the real information. Well, let me tell you.
I'm telling you, I have the real information. Whatever Waylon bought of this place, it's what they want you to hear.
I am going to. Oh, sorry.
I love the simultaneous. I'm
gonna stand. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stand in like the doorway entrance, but facing the other direction. Like
Okay.
I don't care about Deborah, but I do care about the other people. Sorry, Deborah.
I get it.
And so I think like,
the four of you can't really hear. There's enough rocks in the middle that you're kind of insulated from what's happening on the other side. What are you doing?
I draw my gun.
In a panic, I am shaking Rain, telling them to shut up, stop screaming. Stop screaming.
That's true. Rain was screaming.
Stop screaming! Well, we should be keeping track of them. Is that one of the ones we've kept track of?
I don't know. I
Because
just
there's
get paid to
blood
blow
coming
stuff
out of
up.
it, and
Okay, that's new.
yeah, that's not.
That's new.
maybe our thieves
Yeah.
burrowed their way into the mine through somewhere else?
I mean, it's possible, but let's all be careful. This whole area has a propensity for
Ooh, that's a big
cave-ins.
word.
Thank you.
You've
And
been reading in those magazines of yours. You get the knowledge and the thinking and the stuffs.
I know. Wait till you hear what predilection means. Anyway, I'm tired of watching these guys limp out on these trucks that shouldn't even be out there. That's what I care about.
Mr. Bryce says, well, hopefully, and once again, Ken sets their hand on his shoulder and says, now that Wayland Yutani has acquired Parker Lucas, we can guarantee that there will be a major overhaul to all of the equipment here. It will be refurbished and replaced with up-to-date ones.
No robots taking jobs. We've been through that. No, I know that's code. No, we fix what we have and we keep jobs. They're not going, no, none of that automated shit. That never works. They break. My guys have to come back and fix it anyway. Absolutely not. No up-to-date equipment. That's code for robots are taking our jobs again.
Well, I assure you, they don't need to be automated in order for them to be robots. And she smiles again, and you know that what they're saying is androids could potentially be coming here.
I just scream. I scream and claw against the ground, and that little kind of hole that I was sitting in. I think the last thing that Kippy sees is my hands like holding on before the pressure fully like breaks my wrists and pulls me back.
Oh, you at this point, I'm gonna say you are so delirious with panic and pain that as you look up, as this thing sort of flips you around, you see the face of Clara looking at you, and she says, "You said you were gonna stay safe for me. I miss you, honey. I miss you. Come back to me." And she lifts you up to her face as though for a kiss. Do you kiss her back?
Yeah.
Now
I'm
Kippy,
just gay. I can't help it.